tra I farfalloni amoroso, notte giorno di torno girano, delle belle turbando al riposo.
For today, and as I said in the intro, it has been cold and wet and dreary here, and we just want something really hot and comforting for lunch, and I am making a great tomato and fresh basil soup. It's all done in the Instant Pot, and as if my calculations are correct, it is a 2-point soup, and we're talking like a 12-ounce bowl, so you're getting a real bang for your buck. So I'm going to bring you on down to the pot, and we're going to get started. Alrighty, I am going to put into my pot, there's a little olive oil in there, just enough to coat the bottom, which is about a tablespoon. And I will have, of course, all the measurements and the recipe posted in the comment section down below. I have added a half a cup approximately, probably a small onion's worth of chopped onion in there. We're going to get that moving, and I'm going to put a little pepper in there, and I can hear my pepper grinder is dead, so I'm going to need to get some pepper. Okay, now I got some pepper. And it's a little pepper in there, oh, eighth of a teaspoon, something like that, and it's just, of course, black pepper, and I'm going to put a few grinds of salt, and salt and pepper to your taste is always the best. I now have a little stirring to do here to get all of that coated. Okay. I'm going to add now a selection of spices here. I've got some oregano, some rosemary, some thyme, a little bit of chili flakes, which is optional, but we like our things a little on the spicy side. There's some paprika for some additional color, and that is all going to go in. I can smell it. I can smell it already. I'm going to throw in a couple of squirts of garlic, maybe 2 cloves worth. As I said, this is a really fast lunch. If you've got, a few ingredients in the house, the only thing you probably will need to pick up is basil. And you can always find that at a grocery store. Trader Joe's sometimes actually sells them on a plant that you can actually buy the whole plant. All right, so there you see now I've got this all coated. I'm putting in 2 cans of chopped tomatoes, just chopped with their juice. I'm going to switch that off now and put it onto manual, just so we've got some all over heat starting to work on the pot, so when I put the lid on, it won't take too much time to power up. And it calls for 3 cups of chicken broth. And you know me, I use my Better Than Bouillon chicken base. And I put in approximately whatever teaspoons per cup, so that was about 3 teaspoons of the chicken base. And here comes my 3 cups of water. And we need a little sweet to counteract all the acid in those tomatoes and make it taste, a little Campbellish, a little Campbell soup kind of thing. And I think I have all my ingredients except for the star of the show, and that is some fresh basil. These are basil leaves, as I said. Most grocery stores in their produce department have packages of them, or they might have the plant, like I said. And so I'm going to throw in some fresh basil. Okay. That's it. That's how quick and easy that is. It took me longer to get my pot heated up for the onions than it did for me to put the recipe together. I'm going to put my lid on now, and I will bring you up because I want to talk to you. I've got the lid on now of my pot. I've got it set for 10 minutes on manual. When that's done, I'm going to give it a quick release, and we'll come back and we'll go into our next step. We'll see you soon. If you could smell this kitchen. Oh my gosh. Okay, the quick release is done. Watch it, steamy, 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 steamy. All right, that looks amazing. And as I said, if you could smell it, it's so tomatoey, and the basil's in there, and the onions are in there. I mean, you can even smell all the individual, the rosemary and oregano and all. So I'm going to throw in just a few more basil leaves, just to kind of keep it a little on the brighter, fresher side with that. And I don't know if you have an immersion blender. If you do, it's a wonderful tool for this purpose. If you don't and you have a blender, you can do that, but take such care because you put too much hot liquid in a blender and you turn it on and you've got a horrible mess there because it just kind of explodes out of the blender. So if you do decide to use a blender, just use small quantities and blend it slow and sure instead of all at once. And the same with this immersion blender. You don't want to be popping it up and down because this is very hot. So just low and slow, low and slow. So I'm going to get started on this and I'm going to blend it all up and then we will be back. As you can see, I have blended this beautifully. You still see some flecks of the basil in there. What have you got? There's a little better view for you. You can see the flecks of basil are in there. It smells, oh, it just smells amazing. All right, I'm going to add a half cup of fat-free sour cream. Usually this recipe calls for like heavy cream or full-fat sour cream, so I'm opting for the fat-free sour cream. We're going to see how it goes. You could certainly use the reduced fat sour cream if you wanted to use plain yogurt, Greek yogurt. Quite honestly, I think there's not a whole lot of difference between the fat-free yogurt and the fat-free sour cream. But now this is getting nice. This is getting nice and creamy. This looks like this is going to be okay. If you had a cheese sandwich, can you imagine a nice little half a grilled cheese sandwich with this soup? How delicious that would be. Just a nice comforting, just a nice comfort meal. Well, I'm going to let this sour cream melt in there and get nice and warm. And I'm going to bring it. Does this look delicious? Look how beautiful this is. The color, it's paprika color, tomatoey paprika, and you can see all the flecks of fresh basil in there. We are going to take a sample of this right now. You ready to give it a go here?
Oh, yeah.
It's hot.
Can I do my own spoon?
I was just trying to be helpful.
Thank you, Mommy.
How is that?
Wow.
Pepper? Too much pepper? I
It's
thought you'd love
spicy.
that. Yeah,
Oh, that's good.
it's good. Too,
That's good.
too peppery though?
Not
Not
me.
for him. Okay.
That first one really hit me, but that's excellent.
Oh,
Yeah.
what do you taste?
I taste the basil. I taste the tomato.
Tomatoes.
That's wonderful.
It
And
is.
you get a little peppery thing happening.
Now, normally this recipe would have cream as the thickening
Yeah.
kind.
It tastes kind of creamy.
Well, I put fat-free sour cream.
Ah.
I can't really.
Oh, that's what I can see.
Yeah, the little flecks,
of that. Yeah. And I'll take another bite of that.
Guess what?
What?
My calculations, I believe, are authentically correct. 2 points for a big 12-ounce
Wow.
bowl of this soup. 2 points. And if I don't have, but if I had,
That's a great tomato soup, but there's that basil flavor in there too that just,
oh,
wow.
so good.
That's really excellent.
If I had, but I don't, cheddar cheese, I could make like a little grilled cheese sandwich to go along.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't that be just the
talk dirty
ultimate?
to me.
Oh, I know. Well, this is a great success. I always love it when I find a recipe that I can, change up so it falls well within the points of WW. I will
That's
put
good.
all the ingredients. I can't wait. We're
Yeah.
going to have some food right now. But anyway,
Sounds good to me.
thanks a lot for watching. I hope if you liked what you saw that you'll feel like subscribing to the channel. Tell your friends. If you have other Weight Watcher friends out there, bring them on over. They might like to see what's going on. Subscribe, hit that little bell down there, and every time I upload a video, you will be the first to know. I have a small Amazon affiliate store. If you go in there and do shopping, whether you buy a set of tires or a sofa, I might get just a little something for it. And that's about it. Yep,
Or buy a sofa with a set of tires on.
that's the one. Take care, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Eat tomato.
Oh, eat
basil
tomato.
soup.
It's
It's delicious.
delicious.